It was early 2025, and tennis fans were in shock. The world's #1 player stood at the center of a growing storm. A small moment on court turned into a worldwide debate. Slow-motion replays spread everywhere, and people couldn't believe what they saw. From cheers to anger, one match changed how many saw the best player in women's tennis. Świątek, the #1 player in women's tennis, faced serious accusations after a point during her Australian Open quarterfinal. Cameras caught a moment where the ball appeared to bounce twice before she hit her return. The umpire didn't call it out, and Świątek continued the rally, winning the point. Within minutes, the clip went viral online. Fans replayed the moment again and again, claiming it was a double bounce that should have ended the point. Critics called it dirty tactics, accusing her of breaking the spirit of fair play. Others defended her, saying players in fast rallies often don't see double bounces and simply keep playing until the umpire stops the point. The situation grew more heated a few days later in her semifinal match against Madison Keys. Just as Keys prepared to serve in the deciding set, Świątek took a sudden bathroom break. The delay frustrated her opponent and many fans watching live. When she returned, she took extra time to warm up, which only added to the tension on court. That match ended in a loss for Świątek, but the controversy was far from over. Only weeks later, during a match at the Indian Wells Masters, Świątek again drew attention, this time for her emotions. In a moment of frustration, she struck a ball that flew toward a ball kid. She quickly apologized and explained that she didn't mean any harm, but the reaction was swift. Commentators and fans began debating whether the world's best player was struggling to control her temper. These incidents came after a difficult few months for Świątek. Late in 2024, she served a short suspension after a positive test for a banned substance found in a contaminated sleep aid. Though the tribunal accepted her explanation and cleared her of intentional doping, the experience left a mark on her public image. Świątek later said the criticism affected her deeply. She explained that when she showed no emotion, people called her robotic, but when she expressed frustration, she was labeled immature or disrespectful. For a player under the constant spotlight, every gesture and reaction was suddenly being judged. Despite the storm, Świątek's performance on court remained outstanding. She went on to win major titles later in the season, including her first Wimbledon championship. Yet, the questions around her conduct continued. Fans and analysts debated whether her behavior reflected the pressures of elite sport or a pattern of bending the rules when under stress. The Świątek controversy became one of the defining stories of the 2025 tennis season, not because of her results, but because it exposed the fine line between passion and poor judgment. It reminded everyone that even the best athletes can find themselves caught between competition, emotion, and the expectations of millions watching around the world. For more detailed coverage of major tennis controversies and player stories, hit subscribe and turn on notifications, because the next big shock in tennis might already be unfolding.